Hey guys, it's Coach Reba coming to you live from my kitchen. I'm here to talk to you about meal prep today. So if you guys are anything like me, we just finished up the holidays and I pretty much gave myself the leeway to eat and drink whatever I wanted through the end of December. And that was all well and good until January 2nd when I had to put my jeans back on again. And well, let's face it, that wasn't good. So I'm somebody who's always done my own nutrition and I've been pretty good about it. I'm a big advocate of Paleo in the Zone. But lately I've been finding it's been really hard to keep on track, as well as I'm just not getting the results that I wanted. So I decided to go to an outside source for this. So I turned to Coach Steve. Some of you may know him. Nice guy. Anyway, so I set up a $99 consultation with him. I brought in a couple of days of how I was eating and had him take a look at it. And I explained to him what my goals were. Right now I'm looking, with the open coming up, to lose some body fat to kind of make my gymnastics movements a little bit easier, as well as I need to reduce overall inflammation in my body. I am someone who suffers from irritable bowel syndrome, and 2 weeks of eating and drinking pretty much everything did a real number on that. So we need to get that back under control. Steve was great about it. He sat down, we talked about this, did my weight, did my measurements, and sent me on my way with a meal plan. I did that last week, and I'm already down ½ an inch in my waist and ½ a pound. Pretty happy with that. So I made up my own menu plan this week, sent it to Steve to make sure that it fit within the macros that he wanted me to stick within, and today I'm going to be cooking the food for that. I'm a really busy person during the week, and so sometimes I find it's what makes my life easier and to keep me on track is to have all of my food already portioned, ready to go. All I have to do is grab it and head out the door. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm cooking all the way up till Thursday night. So our menu for today, and here is all of my food perfectly placed for a wonderful social media photo. I'm going to be doing some eggs baked in tomatoes for breakfast. Lunches is going to be a tabbouleh salad, gluten-free, using quinoa instead of the cracked wheat, with cod. Metro had a big sale on cod this week, so I made sure to pick some of that up. And dinners is going to be pork tenderloin and asparagus. I have some sweet potatoes here, but those are going to be for Matt so that he can eat those with his pork tenderloin. So it is now 2:44. Like any true CrossFitter, my meal prep is going to be for time, so I'm going to go get started, and I'll check in with you guys later. Hey guys, it's 4:55, not my best time as far as meal prep goes, but not too bad all in all. So right now everything is cooked and ready to go. I have my cod fillets, the tabbouleh salad I was making, pork tenderloin, lightly steamed asparagus, and my eggs baked into tomatoes. Now, had a little mishap with those. Some of my egg whites fit all into one tomato and some of them didn't, so I'm going to cut those up and try and portion those out the best I can, which is what I'm going to start doing now, so I'll check in and show you guys the finished results. Okay, so here we go. We have 5 breakfasts loaded up there. That's tomatoes with egg whites baked into them. I'll get an apple with that to add a little bit of extra carbohydrates. Lunch leading up to Thursday, I have some homemade tabbouleh that is gluten-free and 3 ounces of cod. And then for dinners, we have some pork loin and a cup of asparagus. I'll pair that with my favorite fat, which happens to be cashew butter. I know a lot of people think that's gross, but it's my favorite treat, and hey, it's my food. So everything in the back there is the excess that's left over. Matt's going to eat that throughout the day. And that's it. So about 2 hours work, and we've got food leading up all the way until Thursday night. Hey guys, it's Coach Reba checking in with you from Thursday night, just like I said I would. Now, normally I would do my cooking tonight, but however, my schedule kind of changed and I happened to take my rest day yesterday. So when I got home, I made myself some sweet potato fries, which we all know aren't as good as the real thing, but they're gonna do in a pinch. And I also put some roast beef in the slow cooker last night. Now, slow cooker, if you don't have one, something I highly recommend that you get. It's a really, really big help when you're prepping your food in the middle of the week, because you just throw it in the morning or the night before, and it's all ready to go. So for what I've got now is I have my lunches for the next 2 days. So I've got the sweet potato fries and the roast beef with 1 broccoli florette, because I get a lot of guilt if I don't have at least 1 piece of green vegetables in with my meals. And then I have beef sausage and broccoli for dinner, along with my cashew butter. And here's my breakfast that I made for tomorrow morning. I made those on Sunday. That's the eggs baked into the tomatoes. So sausage isn't something that we would normally recommend if you're looking for a more nutritious diet. However, I get all of my beef from a private farm in Quebec, so I know what goes into them, and I know that they happen to be good quality. Now, as we're going into the weekend, this tends to be where people really start to fall off of their diets, right? Because this is when we're out and about and we're having fun with friends, and we kind of start to lose that accountability. The great thing is that CFC is introducing something new. Coach Steve is going to start keeping people accountable. For an extra $99 added onto your membership, you'll get a 10-minute consult every week with him by phone to check in, see how you're doing, see where we might have to change some things, and just overall make sure that you're staying where you want to be so that you can get to your goals.